Hey guys, it's Kai, and today in episode 3 of How to Make Your Own Emojis, we're going to take a look at 2 different ways that you can make hearts. So let's get going. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my pen tool. I'm going to click and hold while I'm holding shift. Now shift allows me to keep a straight line right here. So I'm going to click and hold shift just like that. And I have my little smart guides on also, so I'm going to just kind of hover over top of this one and kind of go over a little bit and then click. And once again, I'm holding my shift also. Oops, let's try that again. Shift, click, and I'm holding, and I want to drag this up to where it's almost even with that top circle right up there, or the top arm. Just like that. I'm going to release it. Then I'm going to come down even with this guide right here. We'll click it right about here. And almost just curves automatically. I didn't hold anything on that one. I just went ahead and clicked it and it made that look to it just like that. Then I'm going to come up to my little selection tool here. Go ahead and select all of this. Come over to my little reflection. Now I have to find this. There it is right here, my reflect tool. I'm going to hold Alt and I'm going to click this spot right here. So I'm holding Alt and I click it, and this should come up right here, this little window. And I'm going to hit copy, and I'm on vertical and I hit copy, and it makes these two together. I'm going to go ahead and hit my selection, select these two, go over to my Pathfinder, and I'm going to click the Unite. And there we have a heart. So I'm going to go ahead and change this since it's on a gradient. Go ahead and change this to a nice red just to start. There we go. So that's how you make a basic heart. And in a minute I'll show you how to make a different one, but we're going to go ahead and finish this one. So first off, I want to make this a little bit darker. And I usually work in HSB, hue saturation black. And I'm going to pull this down a little bit. I'm going to make that a bit darker. Make sure my saturation is really high. There we go, just like that. Next, I'm going to select it, hit Command C for copy, then Command F. And that puts it a copy of it right in front of the other one. I'm going to go over here and select on the heart that's underneath. Hit E so I can transform, and I'm going to hit Shift and Alt at the same time while I'm dragging, and this is going to make it drag out nice and even. If I didn't do that, and I just drag this out, it's coming off to the side, so I don't want to do that. Shift, Alt, and drag, and this is what I'm getting right here. So for our next part, I'm going to click on the top circle right here, and I'm going to change the color of this to a brighter red, just like that. There we go. Make a copy of this. Command C, Command F, and I'm just going to bring this over to the side because I'm going to need to use this in a minute. Then I'm going to come back into here. I'm going to select both of these. Object, Blend, Make, and these are going to blend these two together. And actually I don't like that. I want to make this heart in here a little bit smaller, so I'm just going to go Control Z, go back to this small heart. And I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. There we go. I like that better. Then I'm going to hit both of these again. Object, Blend, Make. There we go. And it blended again. Now with this one, I'm going to go ahead and, just in case I mess up or anything, I'm going to hit Command C, Command F. And I'm going to bring this other copy here, but I'm going to grab this one, bring it in here. And just to start, we're going to turn this into a gradient. So I hit my gradient tool, then I'm going to select 90, which is going to move our gradient to a white up top and a black on below, as long as you have this set like this. Then my transparency window, turn this, actually before I do that, I'm going to change my CMYK. So I'm going to go up here to my color, CMYK, make sure these are all to black, or all to the right I should say. Then I can come over here, go to screen. What I want to do with this reflection now is I'm going to take this selection tool, grab the bottom, and I'm going to hit shift. I'm just going to bring it up here until about wherever you'd like to have it. I think that one works pretty good right there. So essentially that's a heart for you. Now if you want to go back in here and maybe change this this color to a little bit darker or something like that, actually let me push down on this, select the bottom heart, then I'm going to come up here, and like I said, I like to work in hue, saturation, black, brightness, and I can darken this a little bit, and it really kind of makes that heart pop. And I make sure my saturation is there, and that's pretty nice right there. If you want to come in here to the shine, you can always manipulate the shine as well. So I could grab this tool and bring this part of the heart up a little bit. Maybe I do the same thing on this side. And something like that. So you can kind of play around with it and see whatever you like. And if I wanted to change the shape of this center heart, what I can do here is I can go over here to this layer, hit E, maybe I'll bring that up a little bit just like that, or maybe I drop it down a little bit. It's all in whatever you want to do. It's right in there, and that's not too bad, just like that. So let's take a look at the next way that you can make a heart. I'm going to grab my rectangle tool. I'm just going to make a rectangle right here. Then I'm going to come up to Effect, down to Stylize, Round Corners, and I'm going to hit this preview right here. And you can kind of see how it automatically rounds those corners. But you can kind of move this around until you find the type of roundness that you want, okay? Hit OK. I'm going to make sure this is selected. I'm going to hit E so I can transform. And I'm going to hold Shift down and turn this. And that will hold it to like a 45-degree angle. So after that, make sure it's selected again. I'm going to hit Command C, Command F, and that copied it and pasted it right in front. Object, Transform, Reflect. Hit OK. And now as we can see here, as I zoom in, we've got two halves. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to move this part. I'm going to hold Shift and click on this and kind of slide it over here until I get it close. And now I'm just going to use my arrow keys to kind of adjust it into place. I'm just going to find a spot where I think looks good for kind of like the top of the heart. These shapes are actually squares, and we have to kind of convert that. So if we look at View and Outline, we can see that it's just a square shape. And in order to change that, we have to go to Object, Expand Appearance, and now it's going to round those shapes for us. So now we can go back into View. You don't have to do that. I was just kind of showing you that the lines are that shape. What I want to do is I want to take this Direct Selection tool. I'll select it all right there. Then I'm going to come over here to Divide. Select off of it, and what Divide does is it allows me to divide those sections away. So now I can delete this section, hit the Unite path, and now it's one shape. So those are two different ways that you can make hearts. You can treat this one the exact same way and use your shine and everything like that with this one. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and hope you guys subscribe and like and comment, and maybe even let me know what you want next on some of the emoji stuff that I'm going to be doing. So until then, thanks guys.